I guess. How do I do this? Okay. I guess what I want to do is I want to put it out there. I'm trying to raise money for me for a kidney transplant. To give you a little history on me, on my family. My wife and I were married back in 1981 in Cleveland, Ohio, and we moved around working for restaurants, and then we settled into the Virginia area, and I began to work retail security. I worked retail security. My last job was Lowe's, and at the time I broke my left foot and found out I had brittle bone disease in my foot, and I also was a type 2 diabetic that had to be put on insulin. During the time, my diabetes was out of control, and finally I had to be taken off of work because my foot had brittle bone disease in it, my foot and ankle, and the doctor gave me an alternative. Either I quit my job and retire from it, or lose my foot and leg in the process. What do you do? The alternative was to quit my job and go on disability and try to work at home and do things at home. Meanwhile, my wife, who was sick and was a heart transplant candidate, she was starting to get worse. And on top of it all, I have a 25-year-old son who's mentally handicapped that we had to take care of. She was getting to the point that she couldn't do it anymore. And the last 2 years of her life were pretty rough. She went code blue in the hospital, and then which my son and I were there for. And then she got really sick near the end of last year, and I took her to UVA, and they were promising her that they could help her out and give her an LVAD, and she wound up getting denied that LVAD, which was really devastating to both of us. She was my buddy. We were married for 33 years and raised 3 kids. The thing is that they never gave her a chance. They never helped her. And so we wound up going to VCU down in Richmond and thinking that they'd be able to help her. And instead they managed to shut her kidneys down. And they were going to put her on dialysis. And she said no. She was going to head home. And she came home and got to spend last Christmas and made it through New Year's. And then it was a really quick decline. And she passed away at home on January the 11th, 2014. So in that process, never thinking, how sick I was. We were up in Pennsylvania, and I really was having a rough time. And so my daughter brought me back home to Virginia and brought me straight to the emergency room, and they admitted me into the hospital. And I had gone into renal failure and was put on kidney dialysis. And I do that 3 times a week. And on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays for about 5 hours. I'm the longest one there. And so there's days that are good and days that are bad. It drains your body. I lost 50 pounds from it, from being sick. Um, but I manage. I have to manage. I've got a son to take care of who needs my guidance and needs my help a lot of times. If left alone, he probably wouldn't make it on his. He definitely wouldn't make it on his own. And he's got his own health issues, but he's a good kid. I have 2 daughters, Ashley and Terry. Terry's trying to go to school and get her a degree in teaching, and she's presently staying here with us. We moved to Fredericksburg in an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, that's 300 square feet bigger than the house we were living in. We still got to keep our pups, Dewey and Hank, but now I'm asking, and would like to get a kidney transplant, and I'm asking for people's help and giving to my fund. It's GoFundMe.com is the website that you would go to. Once you're in there, you can go and look for Norman White, and you would want to look for the one. It's HNDLG10Z is the login, and if we go to that, I'm trying to find one of the flyers just to hold it up. But if we go to that, and that would be how you can help me out. Eventually, I'll be a Help Hope Live fundraising also, and there's another one that I put in for that I'm not sure on. I have to go back and check, but I figured I'd do this and see if I can't get the help from you. Please help me. Please help my family. Give my family a chance to know that I'll be able to be with them, my 3 girls, or my 2 girls. Let me take that back. My 2 girls and my boy, Matt. And help me out. And, this is for December the 13th. And it's Go Army, go. So thank you. Thank you. And I hope that you help me out.